Yo, 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 what up? This your boy T-Dub with Blazing in Sports. We are here live. Guys, I get a chance to go on because I'm going to the gym a little bit later, and my son is with his mom tonight because he has a dentist appointment tomorrow. So, guys, I get a chance to go live. This is episode 5 of Seeing Me in the Flesh. Let's get it. So much to talk about. We got time, more than 15 minutes or more. Let's get it. All right, guys. Man, so much. We got the whole Anthony Joshua thing, right? You know, he's trying to get an opponent. Nothing is signed, sealed, delivered. I hear that the initial offer to Big Baby Miller wasn't quite what Miller expected. We don't know what's going to happen, guys. Is he going to stick with April the 13th, or will he have to abandon ship on that date as well and swim across to the USA and fight Big Baby Miller, guys? Or what about how Bob took the chains off and unleashed, discrediting Manny Pacquiao, who made him money for years, who sent Manny Pacquiao out on the stage for years, dance, freaking that money. And when he had a chance to, after years of Manny Pacquiao giving him service, when the interviewer was just asking a general comparison question, Lomachenko and Manny Pacquiao, Bob could have took care of the guy that been with him for years, said nice things about him. No. Bob went prison style and pulled out the shank. Ha. The old razor's off with his head, guys. We got so much to get into. So much. I'm glad I can go live. WBIS was Blazing in Sports, episode 5. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to start with Bob, man. I'm going to start with old Bob. You know I freestyle this stuff, right? I just dropped my kid off, and I'm going to be at the gym in probably like an hour. Bob was doing an interview. It might have been with Fight Hub. Maybe. I don't want to, I want to give him the credit where I heard the video from. And the interviewer was just basically like, hey, Lomachenko this, just like Manny Pacquiao, to kind of lead Bob into saying like, yeah, like Manny Pacquiao, 8 division champion. Manny Pacquiao did do a lot of fights except for the very, very last one where he had no involvement with him, right? If Manny Pacquiao made money, Bob made money. Bob said, listen, you might not get your niggas, but I'm going to count mine. Bob, from the rip, immediately went to ripping, discrediting Manny Pacquiao. How? Well, I'll tell you how. They were talking about how Lomachenko is coming from a lighter weight, and he's moving up. And the interviewer talked about Manny Pacquiao being an 8 division champion, right? He moved up in a lot of those divisions under top rank, right? Which means Bob can take credit for a lot of that. He just got to show appreciation to it as well. No. Bob went to not only talking about Manny, but even where he grew up at. He was like, Manny Pacquiao, listen, he grew up on the streets, where eating ramen would have been a luxury. He was starving. He was malnutrition. That's the reason why he started at a lower weight class. He was sleeping on the streets in Manila. Instantly. Now, how come we never hear this before? How come we never hear this about Manny Pacquiao before? Now, listen, guys. I understand if you like Manny Pacquiao, you don't like Manny Pacquiao, but the only thing I'm talking about right now is top rank and Manny. They should have a great relationship. Listen, me and my brother bicker sometimes, right? But the fact is, I'm not going to go to somebody else to talk about him if we're into it, because we're still family. And even though Bob and Manny are not family, he made so much money with him. So many M's. You know how much Bob made off of Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd? Heck, I don't know. But I know he made some M's. I know that. I know he made his money. I know Bob got his cut before Manny Pacquiao got his cut. I can pretty much say that. Oh, let me get the phone back. D-Tech's in the building. He said, what it do, T-Dub? Shout out D-Tech. Hey, man, I saw you in the, man, it might have been a live stream I was doing at work, but I couldn't see the chat. Shout out to D-Tech's in the building. He said, what it do? Glad to be catching it live. Also, I'm just salty because Pacquiao left him. Betty would talk about Crawford to when he leaves his ass too. Listen, man. I said it in the other video. I said, Terrence Crawford. First of all, even though a lot of people don't give, they look at Floyd as everything. Maybe they're just Floyd. They're just Floyd talking. Remember, Floyd left Top Rank. He had to buy himself out, and I think he was still talking about they may still owe him some money. Mikey Garcia left Top Rank. Had to sit out. Had to go through his whole debacle, right? Before coming back. He got such a bad taste in his mouth that Mikey don't even want to mess with promoters anymore. Now, I want to say Demetrius Andrea too, but let me look that up. But we do know that Floyd and Mikey and Manny Pacquiao was definitely with him and left unsatisfied and went through hell. I mean hell. They went through more than a blaze to get away from under him. And Terrence signed that new deal. This is my prediction, and I hope I am wrong, is that the moment Terrence Crawford does not sign before his new contract is up, let's say he has one more fight left and Top Rank is trying to sign him for an extension. The moment he don't sign, he's probably going to be put in a setup fight to take an L, to lose to another Top Rank fighter. Could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I don't benefit from it. But so after he basically took a lot of shots at Manny Pacquiao, where he grew up, saying he's malnourished, he was starving, sleeping on cardboard like his memory foam, using sidewalks as headboards. That's the reason that Manny came in at a lighter weight. He's trying to discredit the weight classes that Manny fought in. To be honest, malnutrition or not, if he fought in no weight class and competed in one, hey, they give him even more. That's even more bragging you can do, because you was malnutrition and you still conquered it. You were starving, sleeping on the streets, and you was a division. I mean, not a division, but you was a champion. That says more about him than less. And then they start talking about Manny Pacquiao fight with Adrian Broner, right? What does Bob do? First thing he do is take shots. Blah, 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 blah. No, we didn't shoot Manny Pacquiao, but he shot his opponents. Boom, boom. Broner ain't nothing. Basically, listen, Broner ain't nothing but a talker. He just a face at this time. He ain't nothing. Then the interviewer said, what about the fight doing over 400,000 views? Bob was like, how do you know that? How do you know that? Bob said, I know for a fact it didn't do nowhere near 400,000. Nowhere near. So the reports is, I believe the gate did about 6 million and it did about 400,000 views, right? Then Bob like, listen, man, the only reason they even give numbers is because the press is just so adamant about getting these numbers. They just give them numbers. You can't trust them numbers. You can't trust them numbers. I know for a fact there wasn't no 400,000. So if you're saying promoters and people just lie about those numbers, that means any numbers that he ever said, we have to assume it was a lie, right? I could be wrong. I could be right. And then they asked Bob about a future opponent, Keith Thurman, right? Keith Thurman came back in action. And I'm not going to lie, Keith didn't look like the sharpest Keith. I mean, you can't say Keith is just a horrible fighter, never been a good fighter, because the performances put on against Sean Porter and Keith Thurman, not Keith Thurman, but then Garcia and other fighters, you definitely know that he has skills, he has boxing skills, and he has a little bit of pop. He hasn't knocked no one out in a while, but he definitely has that power that's respectable. He fought a Game Lopez that was trying to pull off his Rocky moment. And he almost did the 7th round. But when they asked Keith Thurman about a potential matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman, he was saying Keith Thurman shot. He ain't no good fighter. He's done. He's done. Anything they said about Manny Pacquiao, anything upcoming, Bob was shooting it down. It was like there was pour, boom, pour, boom. Bob shot down his accomplishments. Bob shot down his potential fights and opponents. And then we get to some steak and potatoes. I'm the one ended that between any kind of fight between Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. Well, why did you do that, Bob? I can't remember the exact word, but it's something like, it wasn't I was fearing for his safety. It was like, I didn't want him to take that type of damage because it can have future life results. Like the amount of damage that Terrence Crawford can do to a Manny Pacquiao in the ring will leave him for the rest of his life damaged. I'm like, man, wow. This is wild, man. I'm saying this is pretty wild. Guys, do me a favor. You come into the chat room or maybe catch a live. I mean, after post. Do me a favor. If you enjoy the show or maybe you want to hear a little bit more, please hit the like button. It does add to the visibility of the show. I had one video where everyone came in. They hit the like button. Next thing we know, it was 14,000 people watching live. That was a 2.5 hour show. This would not be a 2.5 hour show. But I will appreciate if you hit the like button. And most importantly, please subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get back to it. Anthony Joshua. Let's say this. Right after they ended the talks with fighting Deontay Wilder and they was fighting Povetkin, they felt like they was on top of the world. They felt like, listen, we can pick anyone we want to fight. They're like apples on a tree. Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. We pick you, or we don't pick you, or we pick you, or we don't pick you. They were in charge. They was Charles. They were Charles in charge. And then something crazy happened. Tyson Fury agreed to fight Deontay Wilder, which was the biggest heavyweight bout. People didn't look at it. A high majority, most believe that Fury was going to get buried. Fury would need flowers laid across his chest in that ring once the bronze bomber explodes on him. Once the bomb squad landed. But he came out and put on a hell of a performance. He shocked us all. To get up twice, one of them from death. If he was in a hospital for 3.4 seconds, they would have pronounced him dead on arrival. And God slapped his chest. Woo-hoo. He's back on his feet and finished the 12th round strong. Ends in a draw. An instant setup for a rematch. That right there gave Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury leverage and strength and power in the heavyweight division. Facts. Let's go to the chat. D-Test says Fury got my respect cuz he ain't ducking like AJ. I said it before and say it again. AJ won't fight Wilder, Fury, or Ortiz this year. Just watch. D-Tex, I believe you. Let me do me a favor. Shout out, people. When I'm live, I'm normally focused and I forget a lot. So, shout out to D-Tex. Shout out to our Red Sox fans. Shout out to Fanon. Shout out to the Darkness. Shout out to everyone that come and support the channel. Shout out to Charles. Shout out to Bob, Tristan, and Adonis. Shout out. I really appreciate you all, your support, your love. Now let's get back to it. Oh, we got time. Oh, we got time. Let's go! Wilder, let's go! Which brings me to this. Joshua had the pick of the litter. He was on top. He had the popularity. No one would have disputed he was the A side. They just wanted a fair split. Now everyone, well, I ain't gonna say everyone, because you can never say everyone, but the main people that he offered money to fight next, they felt like it was insulting, disrespectful, pitiful, lowballed, below the belt. I need to wear a nut cup when I'm dealing with Anthony Joshua with the low ball offers. Deontay Wilder hasn't returned a phone call since forever. Well, you know what? They say he hasn't returned a phone call. I think he probably got the number blocked. Tyson Fury said, I'm not even going to entertain it unless it's 50-50 off the rip. Take your 65-40, turn it sideways, and shove it clean up here. You can fill in the blank. Dylan White, who has been the mascot for Matchroom. Let's go! Let's go! I'm not going to fight Ortiz. No! He has been, the mascot. And now he got shortchanged. Why did he get shortchanged? Probably because he on a fight-by-fight deal. And you know what Eddie did? Instead of Eddie taking the hit, he took old Anthony Joshua. Like, come here, Anthony. I want you to bend over and bend over and touch your toes. Anthony Joshua bent over, touched his toes. He grabbed the back of his shirt, the back of his pants, and slid his ass right up front of that bus. Allow him to hit every wheel. Threw him under the bus. He said that he told Anthony Joshua that he was not going to accept this. Anthony Joshua felt that I'm the champion. You take the dirt ball money, and you take the belt from me. You take what I offer. And then once you get the belt, then you can do the same thing. But here's where the trouble comes in. The trouble lies when they decide to say, I'm not going to take the offer. Deontay Wilder, I'm not going to take the offer. Tyson Fury, I'm not going to take the offer. Dylan White, I'm not going to take the offer. Shout out to Black Horse Promotions, by the way. I'm not going to take the offer. Then when the top people that would sell and make you the most money don't take the offer, then where do you go, King? Where do you go, King? Who do you fight? If you can fight any bum and make 25 or 30 million, prove it. Go fight a bum. Go fight Brown. And show us that the people will support it. Go fight Brown. Drag him to Wembley Stadium. Fight him. Sell out 100,000 seats. Prove it. But I still believe Dylan White might come around. I still believe Dylan White might come around. And also Big Baby Miller. Now, there are some pros and cons of Big Baby Miller. The cons is he won't sell in the UK. If they went over there, they don't know him that well in the UK. He would have to come to the USA. The good thing is, it is a good thing. There is some silver lining that if he fights Big Baby Miller in the UK, in the USA, and beat him in Madison Square Garden, that will get him more US fans. Now, what he says afterwards, if he's being disrespectful to the US fans, he honestly needs to win and be very respectful. Be a humble champion and say the right things. He may walk out of this thing doing a little bit better. And it's crazy enough is fighting Dylan White sells more in the UK, sells more pay-per-views in the UK. Fighting Big Baby Miller in the USA will make it more globally known. Hands down facts. Please like, please subscribe, please thumbs up. T-Dub was Blazing the Sports. We are here, we are live, we are back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers this work. Let's get it. Woosah. So let's get back to it, man. We talking. We working. Look at her. Look at Lola over there. Look at Lola. Lola, they're dancing. She danced for tips too. PayPal, Cash App was blazing. All right, so we don't know where Joshua's going to go from here, but I'm telling you right now that look on his face right there, there's probably a very realistic look right now, because initially they were talking about having things done before the new year. Now we will be probably over a month in the new year. And also they said Dylan White was talking about pushing the date back from April the 13th to in June. And I don't know how that's going to work. But guys, I want to read something I'm thinking about it right now. There's an article I pulled up. It's about Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Let's see if I can find it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me see. Dun, dun, is this it? Okay, okay. Reports in the U.S. states that heavyweights will face off April the 27th or May the 18th at the Barclays Center in New York. But Warren, who promotes Fury, is adamant those details remain unresolved. The clock is counting down on negotiations, with the WBC setting February 5th deadline on talks before an initiating of purse bids. But Warren is very confident on agreements ahead of that cutoff point. I think they would agree before February 5th. Probably end up in a 50-50 split, or at least somewhere around 45 or somewhere in the area. Them guys are going to fight. It's going to go down. It's going to be in New York. Maybe the Barclays, maybe Madison Square Garden. We have no idea. I think New York is definitely a big boxing city, a mecca in a boxing city, just like Las Vegas. This might be a really good New York. You know what I'm saying? New York is very big. The lights are bright. The buildings are tall. They can be all, this can be a pretty good fight. Let me know what you think about it. I'm glad a rematch is going down, and I'm definitely glad that neither one of these guys fighting Anthony Joshua next. Because if either one of these guys would have fought Anthony Joshua next, they would give him power to Anthony Joshua. Because assuming that he does beat that guy, he will have power on either Fury or Wilder, depending on who he did not fight, and so on. But the winner between Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, to be honest, they could be the top dog in the heavyweight division. Because if they're fighting each other, and let's say they arguably number 2 and number 3, and number 1 is fighting like a number 9, they should trump him. They should trump him and be ranked number 1. 1 belt or 3 belts, it doesn't matter. 1 belt in a linear belt or just 1 belt, they still should trump him. You can't just be ranked number 1 and fight anybody. And I'm not saying Big Baby Miller is anybody, but Big Baby Miller, Jared Miller hasn't really beat anyone. He hasn't beat the Luis Ortiz, the Dominic Brazils, Dylan White, Parker, Povetkin. He hasn't beaten those guys. He's rising, but he's not there yet. But guys, this is your boy T. That was Blazing Sports. Let me get ready and at least get my mindset. I'm about to go to the gym, and do me a favor again, guys, like and subscribe, thumbs up. Definitely want to try to reach 5,000, guys. I want us to grow. Let's get 5,000, and that's all it really takes. It takes the viewer giving a guy a chance, and we just grow, guys. And imagine, remember a lot of guys. You remember we've been here since maybe 5 subscribers, 80 subscribers, 100 subscribers. Now we're just over 4,000. And imagine, guys, when we're at 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, every shout out will be that much bigger. And any way I can help you for helping me, I will. This is your boy T-Dub. Here is what's blazing in the sports.